play. I was deep in my feelings, I was having a day. I was running around hard, kinda in the blind mood, but I'm cool. The music takes me away, and I'm back. And then the hook starts to play. I was deep in my feelings, I was having a day. I was running around hard, kinda in the blind mood, but I'm cool. The music takes me away, and I'm back.
Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in. Come catch this vibe with Chicago 365. I'm your girl, Coach Tracy P.
And I'm your girl, Bonnie BB, where you can catch the vibes of Chicago's latest tea.
Chicago's latest tea with Chicago 365, baby. Yes, on tonight's show, we have Chanel Queen Boss Gang.
That's right.
Yes, and we have Mr. Kevin Hobby, a.k.a. Charlie Biggs.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having.
Yes. It's a blessing. Thank y'all for coming. It's truly a blessing.
It is.
And tonight is a big show because we have not yet introduced or said anything about our surprise guest.
Yes.
So y'all got to stay tuned for that part of the show.
That's
We're going to get in tune with Miss Queen Boss Gang. We're going to get in tune with Mr. Kevin Hobby and these kids in the organization first.
That's right.
So Miss Queen Boss Gang, I've already talked to you about who you are, what you got going on. Mm-hmm. So your name's Chanel. You have an online boutique that you have started up this year.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Part of the women's empowerment that's going on in Chicago.
Okay, Women's Month.
A lot of these women, we getting out here, we starting stuff, we doing stuff on our own.
Yes.
So thank you so much for making that move for yourself and for all the women in Chicago and the world.
That's right, Queen Boss Gang, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
Tell us about your venture, your brand. Tell us about you.
So it opened on June 1st. It'll be June 1st when I have the big thing. But I'm getting like my website done and stuff like that. But I just wanted, like, I'm selling clothes, but I want every woman. I'm selling all sizes, not just small, medium, large. I'm selling all sizes.
All sizes.
And my goal is to, once I do the online, I'm going to do a boutique worldwide, you know. So that's my goal.
There we go.
God had put that on me. I've been really just laid back, chilling, and just me and him, you know? Just me and him. Mm-hmm. That's it.
But now he said it's time to make it happen,
Time to make it happen.
So let me ask, is that jacket gonna be on there? Because that's kind of fly. I like that. Yeah, I like that.
She came through blinging. Okay,
yeah, let's go.
In that order, baby. Okay.
I got something that's gonna blow up.
That's right. Keep the ladies sparkling. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So, and also tell us what your handles are so that people can follow you where you want them to follow at.
So I'm on Queen Boss Gang on Instagram. Okay. And then I'm on TikTok as well. So my Facebook is not finished yet. I got a professional doing that for me.
That's right.
Yeah, I got people working, that's helping me out with this. So that'll be up in a little while.
Okay, that's what's up. Congratulations, and it's International Women's Day.
Yes.
Right.
That's right. You got it cracking for the ladies. Okay, through the roof, baby.
Yeah.
Through the roof. Okay.
Through the roof.
God is good.
He is all the time.
All the time. Yes.
Yeah.
And we got Mr. Kevin Hobby over here, a.k.a. Mr. Charlie Biggs in the house.
What's going on?
Mr.
Y'all?
Charlie Biggs, what's up?
Oh, man, everything.
Everything up, brother.
Yeah, got this election shit out the way. I curse on.
Oh, that's okay.
This YouTube, so you can cuss. You
right.
I got a real bad potty mouth.
A little bit here and there.
Yeah, man. But finished the election, got that out the way. So, I had to get back to doing what I do, trying to save these kids.
Okay.
That's right. Which is your organization.
Yeah. Save the babies.
That's right. Save the babies.
That's right. Support the brand. Save the babies.
Save the babies.
We got to save these babies.
Hey,
yes.
No question.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. That's
what it's all about. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Kevin, tell us more about this brand you got going, this mission you got going.
Yeah,
what makes you get out here with these kids? I want people to know, like, the involvement that you have with these kids. It's different than the whole just getting on the internet, taking pictures and smiling.
Facts.
You're in these streets with them. So, like, tell the world, like, what's up with that?
It all started when they killed my son.
Okay. I'm so sorry to hear that.
The whole movement, appreciate it.
Jesus.
But, instead of me doing something I didn't need to be doing, I put my energy in and I prayed to God and put my energy in to help saving the kids instead of going to do what I wanted to do.
That's right.
That's right.
So, started that, man, got in tune with a bunch of good people, like yourself and stuff. And we just out here every day trying to, help these kids get to where they need to be, because they call them demons and all that shit. They just a bunch of hurt. They just a bunch of hurt, lost kids. Yes. Nobody, they just need some love, need some little guidance or whatever. So that's what we here for.
They definitely do. You could tell, even though that a lot of kids get love at home, they still resort to the streets.
That's right. That's right.
So whatever we could do to help save the babies, that's what we need to do. Yeah. That's because all three of us have something in common. All three of us has lost our son. All three of us here, we have lost a son. Yeah. Chanel, you want to talk about it? Or do you feel comfortable?
So, I'm okay. So I lost my son December 8, 2019, right around our neighborhood on 87th and Low. That was my baby. Yeah. I got 2 boys. All my kids is my baby, but I had to grab to him more because of the person he was. He was a little not out there, but he was just different. That's how I'm going to put it like that. He was different. So, yeah. I've been struggling with that, but I'm gonna stop saying struggling because God is so good.
God is good.
I prayed about it, and I really understood. I had to have that conversation with God because I felt myself going down.
Okay.
And I had to get back up. I'm not a person to go down, so I said, "Okay, God, what you doing? Let's talk." You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to get on your knees.
Yes.
And you just got to pray. You know what I'm saying?
The power of prayer.
Yeah. I'm talking about with nobody in that room, in the closet, in the bathroom. I don't care where you pray. You just pray. Right. And when you get on your knees, He give you that understanding. As a mother, that's the hardest thing I ever been through. That I've been through a lot, don't get me wrong, but that right there, that was the hardest. So I had to get on my knees and ask God, like, what did and it wasn't even me. Sometimes it's not even you. Your kids are not here to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And sometimes you just don't understand that. Sometimes He want the good to go.
Yes.
The good leaves. So I had to understand that. I had to sit back and talk to Him. That's the only person I talk to. It was nobody else that I can talk to.
Don't ever change for anybody. Don't ever trade your soul. Don't even listen to him. He don't know nothing at all. Try not to get too involved, but really it's breaking my heart how you keep changing for him. Never forget who you are. You butterfly. You butterfly.
I ain't got a gospel song.
I just made it up. Okay. Come on, Jesus. Come on. Right. In the room. Okay. All right. Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in. Come catch these vibes with Chicago 365. I'm your girl, Coach Tracy P.
And I'm your girl, Bonnie BB. Come catch these vibes, y'all.
Yes, with Chicago 365. That's right, baby.
So, listen, we've been doing radio now for quite some time. Both of us been doing different ventures in radio and marketing. Yes. And with Chicago 365, since we've come out with these episodes, we've been getting a lot of feedback from producers, from cameramen, from other radio personalities as well. And a lot of what they were telling us was that we need to talk about our guests more. We need to lay out who they are. Like, because when they finish watching our program, they go and try to research our guests, right? So, and they're like, we want to know who's who around here. Right. So, we have right now, I don't even want to say certain words because I got to say this right. We have Chicago, like listen to Chicago. If you are in Chicago in radio, if you live in Chicago, if you ever visited Chicago, there's no way in the world you have never heard this lady's name. Right. There's no way. This is Miss Sundance.
Sundance in the house, baby. Yes.
People's champ.
The People's Champ.
Hello.
The Hustlers champ.
The Hustlers
Okay.
Champ.
Chicago's tightest.
Yeah.
Chicago's
That's right.
tightest. If you don't know nothing about house music, if you don't know nothing about what's going on the west side, if you don't know what about nothing, these t-shirts, oh baby, let's just sweat these hoodies.
Okay, get into the airport hoodie, huh?
Today, Miss Sundance is celebrating
25.
25 years
Chicago radio.
in Chicago radio.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
It was a challenge. Like, my boss hit me up last week. He said, Sundance, how long have you been on Chicago radio? I said, I got hired in 1998.
Wow.
And I didn't even think, like, after 21 years, I just stopped counting. You know, because some things in radio kind of broke my spirit.
Oh.
So I just stopped counting. I'm just riding it out.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm riding it out. But I didn't really even think about it till last week. I'm like, damn, 25? My daughter was 9. She'll be 34.
Wow. If that ain't a blessing, I don't know what is. Congratulations.
It's rough. It's rough.
I want to know about that. I want to know, as a woman, a black woman in radio, what you saying rough? Like, what has been like?
Rough because I started radio the same time I started DJing.
Okay.
So I didn't want to be known just as a personality. I wanted to be known. I wanted to bridge the gap on a personality that actually knows how to spin. And it was hard to do that because I had a program.
And a woman.
I had a program director that did not see women as DJs.
Really?
They just felt like that's a New York thing. That's Coco Chanel. That's Spinderella. That's not a Chicago thing. Even though there were women on the radio before me, you know, but it wasn't like they had an actual shift. They had a time spot. It was just women that were doing radio, but nobody to really bridge the gap. And I took every West Side fiber I had to be aggressive. And it didn't work out. Sometimes it didn't work out.
Okay.
It was a little too hood at the time. Being aggressive, my delivery, I had can we curse?
That's what I gotta work on. The hood and me.
We family.
We family.
The hood
I had the I don't really give a fuck attitude.
Hello.
Yeah.
But I had some women that were like, well, Sundance, you can't think like that. This is corporate.
Yes.
And I was straight from the West Side hood. I didn't give a fuck about none of that. I was like, it has to make sense to me streetwise. But I had some women, Lana Thompson, rest in peace. She was like, Sundance, you don't do it that way. You do it this way. You don't wear Timberlands to meetings. You wear this. You don't look like that. You look like a woman. And I had some women that were grooming me, you know, Echo Robinson. Echo is still there, you know, so I had some women looking out, and a lot of these women are not, they're not with us. Val Landis, she passed away.
Yeah,
that was my home girl. Just a gang of women. Yeah, it's not the same no more. You know, everybody want to be on video, and it's just a different texture of women. You know, Echo is still there, but it's just a different day for women. Yes. You know, and when my bosses looked at me at the time when I got in radio, I was young and thirsty and hungry and hood and street, and that it wasn't the time for that. Okay. It was still 107.5, we play the hits. Right. WGCI, we play the hits. Now is hip hop, is strippers, the hair, the wigs. Yeah, hello. It's like,
turn it down.
Okay, the ratchet, the better.
Right.
Hello.
It's like the way that I was is really, that's what's in. But that was 25 years ago. So I was really
ahead of your time.
Ahead of my time. Yeah.
Ain't that something?
But it took a lot, and it, you know, shout out to my boss now, even though we fight tooth and nail, baby.
Shout out to the bosses.
Shout out to Derek Brown.
Shout out your boss.
Shout out to Derek, because when he came to Chicago, I was trying to make my transition over to V103 because I was getting older. I think I was maybe 31 at the time. I was trying to break away from GCI, even though GCI was this major platform.
Okay.
I just felt like I didn't connect with that music anymore. It was the bang in my white tee type of music, and I didn't connect with that. So Elroy had left, Derek had came in, and the first thing, he was like, hey, did somebody tell me you mix? And I'm like, yeah. He was like, turn a mix, let me hear what you got. And when I turned it in, it was
okay.
It was over.
Hey,
it was over.
Chicago's tightest, baby.
Chicago's tightest.
He made the bridge. He made the bridge.
That's what's up. Okay.
It's not easy.
No, and that's what makes it amazing. And people need to understand that the longevity, when you say 25 years, it's not you were just doing anything. That's 25 years of hard work.
Yeah.
Hard work, dedication, consistency.
Because when I was DJing in the streets, there were no controllers. It wasn't Serato. It wasn't laptops. It was amps. It was speakers. It was 18 crates of records.
Yes.
And when they say it was Sundance, we got an account over at the Mac store downtown. We need you to go DJ. I would get my little Chevy Blazer and load it up. 15 crates of records and amps and go hook up by myself.
Wow.
You know, I thank God. I'm going to say this publicly, and I'm going to say this on the radio. I thank God I never had anybody to try me. Woo. I never had any attempts. It could be a dum-dum anyway. You know, I never had any attempts. I never had any issues, and that's why I really feel deep down that that gift was given to me through God, because nobody has ever tried. Nobody never tried me with it.
Right.
Even in my darkest days in my divorce, where I'm taking $2,000-$3,000 worth of equipment out, and I'm still alone. I've had guys say, I see you all the time, all over the city by yourself. I'm like, look, I gotta get there.
That's right.
I still gotta get there.
That's right. If women know how to make it happen.
Pay me to.
Yep, they do.
I don't have roadies, and I've always done it 25.
That's right.
By myself, so.
That's right.
Now I ain't carrying all that shit.
That's right. Not no more, baby.
I ain't carrying all that.
She's Chicago's tightest. We don't carry it no more, baby. Somebody carrying it for you, okay?
I had actually seen you the first time when they opened the Discover Zone over there for I believe it was Michael Earhart and the organization they have for. Discover the credit card company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're my people. They are very good to me.
You was out there and you was DJing. I think that's the day you had
my truck.
George, you had your truck. Your truck was there on full display. You have to understand, like, she's the first person to have a DJ truck, like woman, man, period. So she was out there with her truck, and everybody in the parking lot dancing and stuff. We had George, what's his name? George with the hat.
I know who you're talking about. George Clooney, right?
No,
not him.
George, and he had the little monkey.
With a monkey?
Clueless George.
Clueless George.
He was out there, everybody was dancing and stuff. And Chaz, the owner of Girls in the Hood.
Girls in the Hood. Shout out to Chaz.
She said to me at that time, she was like, you need to meet Sundance. And from that moment on, I went after your manager.
Yeah, he told me.
She was like, she has.
He told me you're very aggressive. He told me
she was on it, huh?
Yeah, she meant the business.
And so, like, after that, she told me that you have a story. She said you need to talk to her because she has a story. I want to know what the story is.
Well, I have a split life. Like, I was born here, but I was raised in LA. I was raised in Inglewood, California, but my mother couldn't get it all the way together, you know, fucking with drugs. So she was very abusive, like extremely. Music has always been my out. it was just something that I could dwell in where nobody could take it from me.
Right.
So I rapped out there, and then when things got bad with her, when the abuse got really bad, she sent me back. She was like, and I'm sending her back to Chicago. And I was back and forth for a while, but I think my junior year is when I came back here for good. Like, my grandfather was like, nah, you're not gonna keep doing that, because I'm steady transferring from Austin to Morningside to Austin to Morningside. Yeah. But I was always pretty good with school, never failed a grade. So when I came here in '88, it was I was depressed.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say I hated it. I think I hated the weather. You know, LA.
Chicago or LA?
Yeah, from LA
coming
to
from Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sunny every day. Christmas.
Yes.
It's 85. I can get up and go to the store with shorts on. That's unheard of here. So I was kind of depressed. And in LA, there's a melting pot.
Okay.
So some of my friends were white, Filipino, Mexican, Asian.
Yes.
Here, everybody black.
That's right. That's right. You got hoods, baby.
You didn't see whites or except for police, teachers, authority. You didn't see that. So that whole melting pot, the cultural thing that I miss big time.
Yeah.
But I
diversity.
adjusted. Yeah, I adjusted. It was rough because my grandmother wasn't no better, and she had an iron fist, and she didn't play no games. And you mix that with alcoholism, you know, she was off the chain. So it was like, there it's abuse, and then I come back to Chicago, it's times 50, you know. Plus she lost her job. She was a nurse, and I think she hit somebody, and she you know, lost the license, and that intensified a lot of more stuff. I think the lady, it was an older lady, spit on her, and she just an older West Side woman, so she went there, and of course I'm the only kid in the house, so who should take it out on? But it was a lot of issues with my grandmother. It was a lot of issues. I never was a problem in school, but it was issues with her and always fighting me and jumping on me and stuff like that. So it made me really hone into writing, hone into it. Okay. Like, she didn't give a shit what I was doing, as long as I was in a book. But I would write raps in the back of the book. Okay. And then when she come in, I would split the book. So that was like my only escape. Yeah. And we got to a point where I couldn't take it no more. Right. From her, from my mama. It was just, these generations, nothing ever broke. I could see where my mother got it from. She got it from you. Yeah. And I was like, nah. I gotta be up. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of everybody putting their hands on me. So at that point, left and won a talent show. Me, my homie Rockbox, Jolly D, and it's funny, I just talked to Jack today. The guy that hooked me up with Fast Eddie, once we won the talent show, he was like, hey, you know, I know this guy that's looking for a female rapper. His name is Fast Eddie. And at that time, Eddie was the king. The king, Fast Eddie. You know, the West Side at the time. We made the mutual agreement. We talked, and we met. And I think I had to sneak out the house to get to the studio because my grandmama, she was strict like that. Like, I don't have any young stories of me at the club. No, she wasn't playing none of that. Not with me. So when I finally got to the studio, the second visit when I got there, I actually recorded Get Up. And after that, I was missing for like a year. Wow. Yeah, I got pregnant and left the house, and you know, I started my grown journey. Okay. And then after that, you know, long story short, you know, when I finally got back with the record label, you know, I started traveling they were doing okay by me, but not contractually all the way correct.
Okay.
You know, but
they
when
were
I
good
came,
for you.
it was okay.
Right.
Because I was 17, you know, pregnant, but I was over in Europe like for maybe 7 months.
Wow.
So yeah, so I toured very early in life.
Wow.
Yeah, it was cool. It was
right.
It was okay. It was a journey, but to come back home, and then I had lost it all again. So it was like I had my ups, I had my downs. Yeah. Yeah, I had my ups. I had
life
my
is
downs.
pretty much, you know, a lot of ups and downs. You know,
That's amazing. So, like at 17, how do you get to go to Paris? I need to get into that some more. Like, so what happened?
when I made the connection with Fast Eddie, he was saying, "Hey, I'm looking for this female rapper. You know how to rap?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you know, I could do some."
Right.
And he said, "Okay." And this is when we had tapes. That's probably before y'all time.
We would still have. We had
them tapes.
and put our pencils.
had
We used to
tapes.
I got a few records at the house.
Okay.
That's right. We used to push play, record, and rewind.
You gotta pause it.
That's right. Push
Right.
pause.
And then
Push
unpause.
pause.
And then
Right.
go off. There you go. Now you got a commercial on it.
He put Get Up on the tape, and he said, "Rap to this, call me when it's done, and we gonna record it." I said, "We ain't got to do all that," because I knew I was dealing with a strict grandmother, so I knew I couldn't come back like that.
That's right.
Like, nigga, I had to sneak.
Let's
to get
go
here.
now. Let's
So
get it.
I always had
I'm
a
ready.
little raggedy tote composition book full of old wrinkly raps, and I was like, yeah, I got something that'll fit this, but not everything.
Right.
Because a lot of those raps I wrote when I was in LA.
Oh,
So I would
okay.
write about the weather, the water, the heat. That shit didn't fit Chicago. So I had to work on something that fit this and fit this space. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to come back. That 1 week ended up being like a month and a half because I couldn't sneak back out the house. But when I did, I said, listen, let's record it. Because I thought I'd listen to it every day, all day. 6 period lunch at Austin High School. I just listened to it. And when it was time to record,
You was
we
ready.
was on go mode.
That's right.
So
that's
the company
right, ready.
had put the record out and distributed it, and it started doing well. Like that record was on BET before majority of the rappers had started getting played on BET. Like we had an opportunity to get on
That's good.
Soul Train, VH1. That song did some damaging numbers.
Wow.
It did some damaging numbers. It was good. Like I was the first female rapper from Chicago before Brat, before Shauna, before Tifa,
That's
before
right.
Tink, before all of them.
Speak on it.
That's
Speak on
right,
it.
baby. Y'all heard it here
I gave
first.
birth to all them.
Let's go.
Them my babies. Them my
That's
babies.
right. That's right.
That's the truth.
Watching women grow like that, you
We
know.
all honor her, everybody though.
They
Like,
do.
and that's the thing.
Amazing.
They do.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
amazing.
And the thing about it is that that's what I like about having somebody like you to look up to is that you weren't just bend over, take everything. You pushed your way through. That let us see that and let us be like, okay,
Yes.
so I'm not gonna take this off of you because I know damn well I can do it on my own. I don't have to do everything that you're saying, or I could just do it on my own and go get my own truck or
Yeah.
whatever my mission is in life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to go, and you inspire us to do all of that.
That's
like,
right.
Oh, well, thank
not
you.
like
That's
you
a
know, like
blessing.
gone type thing. You're
Right.
here. We see you.
Right.
That's
So
right.
it's not OG type thing. It's like honor just to have you doing what you're doing for Black women, for women. Period.
That's right.
It's a challenge. Like I said, when I look up like, damn, Ashley was 9. You know, where did the time go? But before there was a Sundance in a unique space, I still stood on the shoulders of other women before me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Not quite in my same space with crossing the bridge between being a radio personality and a DJ, but there still were the Jackie Hasselriggs, the
Okay.
Irene Mohicas,
Yeah.
Troy Tyler's, First Lady. It was still
Bonnie DeShawn.
Bonnie DeShawn, yeah. And then she's still around too. So yes. Still women who, you know, I stood on their shoulders. And then now with 25 years in, it's women like you that has to stand on my shoulders. Mm-hmm. So yes. I say, what do you do with your time? Because I could talk all day about my time, what I've done. What do you do with your time? Right. You know, what do you do with your dash? Mm-hmm. You know, what you do with it. It's all about what you're going to do with it.
That's right. Your name is amazing by itself.
My grandfather gave me that name.
Sundance.
My grandfather gave me that name.
Wow.
And I never asked, like, what? My name is Erica. Why that name? Mm-hmm. He was like, it's authoritative. Hey. He said, every big star goes by one name. I'm like, yeah, Erica. He was like, nah, we're going to roll with this.
Hello.
Sundance. I've been Erica. Sundance since 10.
Wow, that's 11. Amazing.
Did you always know that your legacy or that you would make it to where you are right now? Like, sometimes you can see it.
Sometimes you can see a different space. Mm-hmm. And nobody is there to see that space. The perfect example is my truck.
Okay.
Even in the height of my darkest day, I still had this vision. Mm-hmm. And to me, and I was just telling my English professor this today, I can't see anything unless it's in my own handwriting.
Wow. Ain't that something?
I have to write everything
down.
This hoodie, these hats, my big glasses,
yes,
my big Harry Carey glasses,
yes,
the way I am, I have to see it. And it means something to me because I have to see it in my handwriting.
Okay.
It's more like I'm making it official.
That's right.
So I had the idea with the truck maybe 8.5, almost 9 years ago. I had it when I was married to my,
to him.
And had this idea, and he really wasn't going for it. At the time, it's dope, whatever. Yeah. But he ventured off and started doing something else. You know, the
because sometimes everybody don't see your vision. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the example that I'm getting at. He saw it, but didn't acknowledge it because he was busy doing other things.
His own.
So it just stayed on that back burner, and it stayed there. I never fed it. I never thought about it. Never talked about it. Every now and then I would say, I want a truck. I want to do T-shirts off a truck, and nobody could relate to it. Right. And then, at the top of the pandemic, we're going through the divorce. I don't talk to him. He don't talk to me. And I want to call him my life friend. He surfaced. Somebody I went to high school with in Los Angeles. And I was telling him, with this pandemic, I don't know what I'm gonna do. What if iHeart shuts down? Because at the time when the pandemic started, we didn't do radio for like a month because we wasn't prepared. Yeah. They had not prepared us to say, okay, well, you guys take these units home.
That's right.
We were not prepared for that.
Right.
So for like a month and a half, nobody was on the air.
That's right.
Nobody.
Yeah,
so
that
I used to talk to Eric,
everybody down, didn't it?
And we were saying, what if I don't go back? What I'm gonna do? Well, I got this industrial machine, and let me tell you about this ideal I had. And when I told him, he was like, you know what? Come out here tomorrow, fly out here tomorrow, come tell me about this dream. So I took a very old notebook just like that. It was tattered.
Wow.
But it was years of that idea.
Yes.
And I took it. I was so ashamed to bring it out the purse, but we went to dinner, and I was like, "Yeah, and the truck gonna be like this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna make the shirts here, and this is where the table is." And he sat and he listened and listened. The restaurant closed. I still was talking, and at the end of that meeting, he was like, "Go back to Chicago. Go find a truck.
Go find a truck."
Eric was the only person that saw it.
That's right.
He was the only one. Even some of the my contractors. And I'm going to say this, and I don't mean any harm, but I'm telling my journey.
Right.
All of my black contractors I lost, and it was never over money. It was because they never could see the vision. I would say, hey, here, put a table right here and bolt it to the frame of the truck.
Yeah.
Oh, what, Sundance, I don't need you to question me. I just need you to do it. But they would never comply.
Right.
Lord,
so
that story.
Mexicans had to build out my
step
truck.
On in.
The only person that was black that contributed to my truck was a young lady.
Wow.
Miss Mary. She did my wall. She did the custom wall. But other than that, because they just couldn't see my vision.
They couldn't see it.
They couldn't see it. So for everybody to have a vision, a crazy idea, whatever it is, I don't give a fuck what it is.
What it is.
Right.
Whatever it is, do it and do it now. You have to execute it now.
Yes, do it.
Yeah, because you will take all your dreams with you, and they'll lie there and they'll die there with you. You know how many dreams are in the cemetery?
Ooh-wee.
I have to die empty.
Ooh. Wow.
I gotta die empty.
Pour it all out. That's right. Pour it all out.
I have to.
Feel that.
That's
You
right.
you have to die empty. You know, when you're, I was born in 72, whatever year I'm gonna pass away is gonna always be the dash.
That's right.
Your life is summed up in that one little dash. What did you do with your dash?
With that dash.
Ooh, that makes
What we
sense.
do with our, what we gonna do with our
What
dash?
we gonna do with that dash? We gonna make Chicago 365 a big dash.
Miss Sundance, thank you so much for coming on your anniversary. 25 years in the radio. Goddess, queen.
Yes.
We love you.
Yes.
We want to work with you some more. I already
Come
talked
on,
to your
let's
manager. He know how that goes. So I'm not going nowhere.
Okay. We going somewhere. We going somewhere.
Going to the top.
We going to the top. We going somewhere.
So we gonna close it up, Miss Tracy.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just so excited, y'all. I'm still, a little kid.
Man, it's been beautiful, like for real. Motivated. And what we gonna do with our dash? That's what whenever we leave a show, we always go home. We always talk about whatever we talked about on the show, piggyback off of it, and I think that's our part that we gonna really focus on this time is what we gonna do with our dash.
That's right.
Do with our dash.
You better
Thank
do it.
you.
That's
Not
right.
a problem.
That's right.
Thank all our guests for coming.
Yes, yes. We got the Queen Boss Gang in the house, lady. Sitting right next to Miss Sundance.
Let's go.
On Women's International Day. And look at Mr. Charlie Beans coming on up. That's right, baby. Get in there. That's right. Support the brand and say the babies.
That's right. The people
we got to say the babies.
Always help people who are already helping people. It's the easiest thing to do. We want to thank everybody for listening to us, tuning in. And until next time, y'all, catch our bab with Chicago 365.
Can I do a shameless plug?
Yes, of course you can.
Okay.
Yes.
Can,
Hold on. Stop everything.
You can check me out. V103
Let's
Friday
go.
nights, 7 to 1, Saturday nights from 10 to 2. Don't forget to check me out. My website, Filthy Tees, and I'm so proud. We just got the listing on Amazon, so my airport hoodie is now available on Amazon. If not, you catch me in the truck, you catch me in the streets, or you can always go to the website, Chicago's Tightest Female DJ.
No one else has the same story.
Thank y'all for tuning in and coming to catch these vibes with Chicago 365.
You can't take all the time that you need. I know